Last week we were exposed to a whole new world of food eaten here in Vietnam. And I'm sure you're wondering if we were able to find some food that we actually wanted to eat, or if we had to eat eels, frogs, or octopus. Well, we are happy to report that yes, we were able to find some food that didn't involve eating eels, although it wasn't always easy to find things that we would consider normal. On this first day, we played it safe and went back to the same restaurant we had our first meal at. So for our second meal, we let the waiters sell us on their special. It was a cook-it-at-your-own-table meal where they bring you an electric cook plate, a pot, and all the ingredients, and you cook it right at the table. Elvia said she didn't want to cook when we traveled, but look at what a wonderful job she's doing. We already celebrated the New Year in Mexico, but now we landed in Vietnam where they celebrate the Lunar New Year. We just happened to be lucky and landed in Ho Chi Minh right at the beginning of the Lunar New Year celebration called Tet. So after taking a day or so to settle in and find some places we can get some food and catching up on our sleep from our travel from Tokyo, we decided to venture out into town and take a look at all the celebrations. Ho Chi Minh is a big city, and it seemed like no matter where we went, there were decorations for the Lunar New Year. Elvia had seen a cafe on TikTok or Instagram that she wanted to go to called the Melbourne Cafe, so we got a taxi and headed out to see it. Unfortunately, it was extremely busy and they had about a 40-minute wait, so we decided just to go for a walk and get food somewhere else. We happened to see this park just full of flowers and decorations, and we walked over to see what that was all about. The Tet celebration really focuses on flowers and decorations with flowers. But this exhibit that was going on actually had a lot of carefully sculpted trees. It reminded me of the Bonsai Tree from Karate Kid. This is a whole different part of the new downtown. They blocked off a major street and turned it into a massive Tet display. Flowers everywhere, giant snakes, and even some robots. 2025 is the year of the snake on the lunar calendar, so we saw these guys all over the city. Elvia heard about this famous building online packed with tiny cafes and restaurants. It was on our must-see list, but we'll have to see if we actually make it inside for dinner one of these nights. On our ride from the airport to our hotel, we saw this giant building with what looked like a big dinner plate sticking out the front of it. And then it seemed like no matter where we went, we kept seeing this building pop up. Elvia did a bit of research and found out that we were able to go up inside that building to be able to look out the windows. They had a sky deck. So now we have one more thing added to our to-do list. Let's see if we can find this place. When we were in Tokyo, I found this camera store and I wanted to buy some lenses. It's a clip-on telephoto lens for my cell phone. You really can't appreciate just how big these screens are from this video, but here's a comparison. Here you can actually see the spot where the bus went in front of the sign, both when I was using the telephoto lens and when Elvia was using her standard camera. You can also see Elvia zoom in from 1x to 3x and see what the difference is. simpler we made it. Here I am using that telephoto lens, getting a good pan up on the whole building. Here's a good shot right below that big disc, which is actually a helipad. The floor immediately below the disc is actually a restaurant, and the one you can see below that, where you see somebody standing in the window, that's the observation deck. That's where we're going to be going. Well, let's go up and see the view. Okay, we're going to go on to 0 to 49th floor in 39 seconds. Let's look over here. We can see this. Oh yeah. My ears are popping. 24, 26, 27, 30. Just hit 40th floor.
Which is 49, right?
49, they're almost there.
The food's at 50.
Ears popped. So here are some of the photos and the videos that we took while we're up inside the observation deck. The views definitely didn't disappoint. And we were able to look down through the window and see the area that we were in earlier, walking through all the decorations. Elvie and I even did a little picture in the rickshaw. And I'm not exactly sure what this is, but some displays of some Vietnamese dressing. And that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed the view outside of the sky deck of the Ho Chi Minh Tower.